late-night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see a squad from the back, the UAB Blazers, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Memphis Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Blazers will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He leaves it with his back. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Guys, let's talk about Memphis. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Unloads quickly.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Going for the big play. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
And the Blazers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the wideout. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks on the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Direct snap. It's Bell. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on 1st down that just goes awry? Let's take a minute here to talk a little Memphis. During the offseason, they go out, they get a top 25 recruiting class. That's nothing to scoff at. But the question is, how do they move up from here, David?
Well, and how do these talented young guys perform at this level, right? We don't really know. I mean, top 25 class is good. It's not elite, but how do these guys perform, Palmer, early?
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Let's go! Let's go! A designed run for the quarterback. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Makes the grab, it's Johnson. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Creates a little space. Turning it on. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. You know, sometimes rivalry trophies really have no connection to anything like the little brown jug or the old brass spittoon. But a rack of ribs, Two cities, proud of their barbecue heritage, rendezvous against dreamland in full moon. I mean, doesn't get better than a trophy like this.
No, there aren't many trophies out there that you actually want to eat. Is it dry rub if you're Memphis, or is it Alabama white sauce if you're UAB? Take your pick. That is one good-looking trophy.
I don't even know what any of that means. I literally don't. I don't eat ribs. I don't eat pork. But I do know that that's a big frickin' trophy, and one of these teams want to win it.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
He's straight downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got a man. It's Ingram. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Hooks. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Quick release by the QB. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw again. Here's a heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
You're going to get some of this with this guy, and that's okay. You live with it as an offense. He'll make some big, enormous plays for your team. But this time, man, just too much dancing. Trying to make a big play, trying to get out of the situation. Nice job by the defense corralling him and getting him on the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. Zings it complete to the right. Push down for the tackle.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
With the catch, it's Hooks. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on third down. You've set up fourth. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on fourth down, hoping to get a touchdown.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. These two first played in football in 1997, but the rivalry goes much farther back than that. Gene Bartow took Memphis to a Final Four in the early 70s, started the basketball program at UAB in the late 70s, and they became big rivals on the court.
Reese Davis, ladies and gentlemen, giving us the background of game day basketball and game day football. Nicely done with the stats, but huge rivalry game. They don't like each other. Apparently, Jesse, they do like their barbecue.
They do love their barbecue, and 1997 is not that long ago. I was playing college football.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught near the sticks. It's Hooks. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, UAB. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The run to the left. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating...
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UAB. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Bell. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. On the move. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Fires to the big fella. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there has been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover two look, so there's two safeties playing deep. But the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes.
Breaks into the open. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Looks as if he's going to run it. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Trying to bowl his way in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Bell. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
As the offense, you want to get the ball to your playmakers and let them make a decision, let them make a guy miss, but not with that kind of defense. They were all over it right away. No third down conversion for you.
The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Got the quick completion. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Well, the good news is after that 2nd pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the 2nd half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the 2nd half. You need your quarterback to play smarter.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for space. It's Bell. Plows through the defense. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to the ground with the running back. Fighting off the defender. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off the RPO, complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So first down will open up the final period. Looking for a man, it's Daniels. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Tigers are marching down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
That's caught. It's Bell. Knocked off his feet.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. They'll stop him short on third down, in this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. It is still a 4-point deficit.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
To the air, it's Amatova. Throws to the wideout. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go right back to the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Here comes the biggest drive for the defense. Desperate to get a stop. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Amatova. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
Might as well give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense gets the timeout call, 20 seconds left on the clock. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Get the barbecue pits ready and fire up the smokers as the Blazers will be feasting on the rack of ribs after taking down Memphis in the Battle of the Bones. That will put the wrap on things.